everyone, welcome back to the Soulful Cook, where I share with you some of my favorite vegan recipes. Today we're going to be making a vegan baked ziti that's made with Gardein's beefless beef, as well as a homemade cashew cream topped with homemade parmesan. Now this recipe is 100% gluten-free, and it's also made without adding any oil. If you prefer the written version of this recipe, head over to my blog at thesoulfulcook.com. You can also find it in the description box below. All the products I used in this video are linked down below, and just remember, anytime you do purchase from those links, you are supporting this channel in a huge way, which will only help us share even more content with you. Now, before we jump into the recipe, don't forget to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. It really helps us with that YouTube algorithm. All right, let's start cooking. Here's everything you're gonna need to get started. First thing you want to do is cook your pasta according to the instructions on the box. And then into a saucepan, we're going to add half an onion, finely chopped. And you want to saute those until they turn translucent. If it starts to stick to the bottom, just add a little bit of water at a time. Now we're going to add half a jalapeno pepper, finely chopped. And 2 cloves of minced garlic. And you want to saute those for a couple of minutes. Now we're going to add in half a cup of Gardein's beefless ground. Going to give that a stir. Just cook it down for about 1 to 2 minutes. And we're going to go in and add in our marinara sauce. Now, if you want this recipe to be completely oil-free, then just make sure the marinara sauce that you use is oil-free as well. Now I'm going to add in some salt, 1.5 teaspoons of Italian seasoning, and then 1 to 1.5 teaspoons of paprika. And then I'm going to mix that to make sure everything is well combined. And you want to let that cook for about 3 to 4 minutes. Once it's done cooking, we're going to remove it from heat and start making our pasta. Now in a deep baking dish, we're going to add our pasta at the very bottom. And you want to make sure you use a big enough dish that will hold all of the pasta. And now we're just going to pour all of our sauce on top. If you want this to be extra saucy, then I would recommend using more than just 1 jar. Maybe 1.5 jars to 2 jars if you want it saucy. Now for some extra flavor, I'm actually going to add in a 1/4 cup of my homemade cashew cream. This is just going to make it a little bit more creamy with a lot of good extra flavor. And then finally, I'm just going to top it all off with 1/2 cup of my homemade parmesan. And then we're going to pop that in the oven at 375 for 25 minutes. And there you have it, a super easy and delicious baked ziti. If you're looking for more recipes like this one, head over to my blog at thesoulfulcook.com. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell icon so you do get notified every time I post a new recipe for you. If you ended up trying this recipe, don't forget to tag at The Soulful Cook. I'd love to see how it turned out. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.